Sort of summarize the plan from here.
The plan from here is to market the house and sell the house so that we can maximize value for Health South Corporation. They're working on this. He has farmland in Wilcox County and elsewhere that he transferred to another company. And we hope to set that transfer aside. So we'll go after all of that. Plus, we have we're going through his financial records to identify transfers that he made of cash, and so we are pursuing it on all fronts.
Is there an amount you think you're going to be able to collect in that ballpark range? You've got a $3 billion judgment, right?
Yes.
That's probably not going to happen.
Oh, he did not have $3 billion. We'll agree with that. I mean, that's something. But he, it is what it is. I mean, it is something. He was the CEO of the fraud at Health South Corporation. He perpetrated a fraud that cost the company billions of dollars in damages, and therefore this is not personal, but we have a job to do, and the job is to maximize recovery for Health South Corporation. Richard Scrushy testified that in 2003 he was worth in excess of $300 million. How you go from being worth in excess of $300 million to being worth, substantially less than that in just the span of a few years is really, I can't believe it. But therefore, I believe that he has substantial wealth. It's just a question of tracking it down, and that's a process. Whatever monies we collect will likely be held in some sort of escrow account pending the appeal. And so then if he wins the appeal, which we think is highly unlikely given the way the trial
What about the money for the actual purchase? How does that work?
The Wade Tucker has a judgment, and that judgment credit is $3 billion and earning interest of $1 million a day. And therefore, you can reduce the amount of the judgment that Richard Scrushy owes by this amount in order to purchase the house.
Okay. So no cash will trade hands.
We'll pay expenses that were incurred by the sheriff's office, but the reduction of the judgment is just the same as paying cash. Mr. Scrushy wants to redeem this house. Right. He has to purchase it for $7.4 million, plus interest and costs that we may
What about what's inside, especially the objects that are questionable could be his wife's?
Well, those objects will be separately adjudicated.
There's supposed to be a hearing today on that.
Well, what point are you at?
Yeah. They were supposed to be for the 5th, and I read that they had postponed it to today.
Yeah, well, there's not a hearing today on that.
There's not?
No, there's not. But ultimately, I don't. It has not been set in the actual trial. Leslie Scrushy is entitled to a trial to determine if she owns that property or if Richard Scrushy owns it. If the court holds
You mean personal belongings?
Personal belongings in the house.